to end, which we are about to witness. Who's taking it?
That's tough. I think I'm going with NaVi, but it could go either way. When you're this drawn out in a series, who the hell knows? G2, Cloud, few pieces of utility of their own. No P250 for them. So this long-range fight will favor Simple, but not able to get the kill early.
Moving further and further back, but still standing is Simple. Big focus on the B bomb site for NaVi. Astralis at least establishing control towards A. Will they go all the way? The chain flashes are here, as they often are for Astralis. Bouncing into the bomb site, getting that opening kill as well. Retake territory for NaVi. 4-man on the road. LXCB's got a flash, but Stead's got a great angle on JL. Then there were 3. Emma, Alexi, Bit. The last 2 now. There's the opening frag for NaVi, but is it too late? So many heads to pop. Jumping up, eating yet more flashes from the Astralis squad. LXCB has no Kevlar to save, has no kit, no utility. Just 2 hands and 1 pistol. Buzz will be enough. No, Borup from the back. Astralis take the pistol. The noise begins again. The trolling continues for Astralis, but things will get more serious because, again, this is not a kind of venue that you want to miss out on.
Yeah, Astralis seems to love winning these pistols. That's when you get these cheeky little reactions out of them. Simple had opportunities there on the fast play towards the A bomb site, but not able to deliver any kills early. And as soon as Astralis get the site with that big of an advantage, they've got a great chance of closing the pistol. They do exactly that. Overpass, a map where we so often look to those AWPers to deliver, and that is definitely the case for both of these squads as well. Simple is the 3rd highest rated player on this map in this year. Device is the 2nd highest rated player on Overpass this year.
Perfect environment for deciding map carnage. The desk split between these squads.
When you look at that from like the 3rd person perspective, Emma just staring at the ground. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Realize how weird it looks. Wow, Astralis happy to take their time in this one. Ooh, big damage. Even a frag from Buzz through the smoke.
There's
and those nades.
Fruit.
Oh, just dodged.
Bit trying to delay. If they come to B, that smoke could be key. But Device will be the information man, moving into A to see that there's no one there whatsoever. Simple on that rotation now with the scout and just not expecting Device to be there. Outmaneuvered in round 2. Not sure if there's anything else for NaVi to pursue in this one. So the start shows promise for Astralis, but as we've seen from both games, it is often a back and forth affair between these squads.
Yeah, I quite like that Device goes for that play up A long. It's a bit of a risk, sure, but I think you need someone on the other side of the map getting the information. And it just makes sure Astralis can find the weaker of the 2 bomb sites. Has been a marathon series already.
It really has.
2. And we're just starting the 3rd map.
It really has.
And Overpass, right? A map where protocols are most important. The procedures, the utility that you take with.
Is that a chicken?
I don't know. Maybe someone's brought a pet with them.
Who's guilty of that? I want to see. NaVi've only got 1 kill in these 2 rounds. Again, when you start 0-2 on your CT side and you don't get those frags, then Astralis have the freedom of the money to keep the pressure up once you're on your buy round. That is to come, and this will still be a dangerous one. NaVi need to have some success. Again, the margins are so fine in Counter-Strike these days that all these things absolutely matter. We've seen crazy output with HE grenades today. In the earlier series especially, every edge you can find can matter a hell of a lot. Great flashbangers. Imma chases a 2nd kill. That Mac 10, he can just bounce around the corner. Beautiful work. We spoke about kills. There's 2 right there.
NaVi not happy with Astralis making all that noise. They want to shut them up here with the pistols. Those flashes were so good. You saw Simple there, so hectic with his communication. Clearly saw device on long. The bomb is still in Astralis' hands. Some decent utility for them. They can definitely work their way back into this round. That B site is especially vulnerable right now. NaVi continue this stack towards connector at A, but Imma's in a good position. It's a 3K for Imma. They can't put this man down. And even though the B bomb site is open, a 2v5 for Astralis. The numbers are just so against them.
That smoke will be really important. Looking for the kills on the bomb site. Not going to find any for a while. Simple's here as well. Will anyone from NaVi fall? Apparently so. 25 seconds. NaVi playing against the expectation to have people on that bomb site. Clock starts to tick, heading towards the red numbers now as Buzz finds one on Monster. And there is the trade. No hyena noises this time. NaVi squeezing unlikely one. Great setup in connector. Blowing off the door. Great timing with the flash afterwards. Connector, a death trap in many games versus a forced buy.
Yeah, this was really nice. He threw the first flash, and I'm not sure if Imma heard players run back after that. But either way, the second flash is really well timed. Those players just running in as the flash goes off. A really cool way to start that round off so strong. Astralis have no counter to it. So we get an early gun round with NaVi having a round on the board. B short can be pretty hotly contested with nades and spams. So Astralis decide to fall back from that position. Simple with an early AWP, and he takes it to the B bomb site. That leaves Imma completely alone on A, and therefore a big gap in the CT setup. No one is watching short. No one is watching this A side. And so as Astralis sneak up, this could be a real issue for NaVi here. They have no idea. Ooh. Wow! Simple's too wide.
Oh, Buzz is going to keep them entertained on this B bomb site and then some.
Oh.
Imma deleted on the A bomb site. Look at this back and forth. Wow. We spoke about it earlier. Hasn't taken long to activate on Overpass. Crushing round for NaVi.
Astralis are so hungry as well. Look at them surrounding this B site. Round is not over. Buzz has got another kill.
It's about to be Animal Farm, man. All kinds of noises are on the way if Alexi B gets dropped here. What a response from Astralis. Just when you thought it was safe to string some rounds together.
Okay, they weren't all on the same page this time. I heard one man yelling.
There we go. There was a yelp towards the end.
They got there. What a round from Astralis, though. And shout out to Buzz. I mean, firstly, Simple caught on the side of Pillar. Not a mistake you expect from him. Maybe how long this series has been a bit of an issue. I think also the player at Barrels is throwing a flash, so perhaps Simple thought his teammate was holding. Either way, for Buzz to get 2 kills on a fake.
Oh dear.
Yeah, maybe his teammate he thought was watching that.
Again, if you're going to have a disaster, have it in the first 5 rounds.
Sure.
Have it early. Get out of the way. Have time for recovery. Can reset the mental. Oh, okay. Maybe they can reset Astralis. Simple, he's got bad intentions for this squad, but there's a lot more work to be done.
Yeah, when he gets the chance to fight, he's looking very good. Just gonna make sure he doesn't get caught off guard too often. Hello, Simple on the boost, a second 1 dig. And now this round for NaVi, where they have almost nothing, is winnable, very winnable.
Alexi shows some skin. Wrong side of the pillar though, but that's two players spotted. Oh, JL. Oh, the movement just saving Buzz there. He's just seen all the players towards short B. And NaVi will gravitate to this position. They need to avoid lining up too much. Being very careful about it as well. More smokes up. NaVi boosting at the back. Can't see anything just yet. Does the advantage go the way of Astralis then? Perhaps not. JL trading device. Buzz with the AWP. Both him and Stair very tagged. 2 versus 3 though.
No kit for NaVi. I don't think they can stick with this boost. They've got to get a move on here.
We've got 1 expendable man. Need to keep the trades coming. Instead, looking at the USP. Astralis may have held on long enough. Simple in a 1 versus 2 now. The monkeys have been released. 4-1 for Astralis. Good damage done by NaVi. That does count as well. Things were close for a while there. They can't convert the round, but the damage is important.
This is tantalizing from Simple, though. Boost up for the second unexpected angle. And now we finally get an AWP on both sides.
Listen, if you're in the chat on whatever website you're in, you need to guess the animal when Astralis starts screaming.
Well, we talked about how important that AWP presence can be at the start of this map. Heard the Desk talk about how Device almost invented the way that people AWP now on Overpass, where they take different angles and slowly fall back. Simple can sometimes break the meta, though. Grouped outside B, a couple of Astralis players. Connect to control in their favor. The bomb's still back in spawn. CT's happy to play pretty passive right now. Simple still holding long, and there's a 1v1. Buzz is winning these duels in Monster. He is 10 for 1 right now.
Young man Buzz causing NaVi massive problems. A NaVi side who are heavily invested in long. Emma may have to think about his options, but Astralis have a great spread across the map. Oh, Simple, the trigger discipline. He is in fine form. And he is clearly going to be a key actor in this final map for NaVi. 4-on-4 though, how much information do they have? Simple, falling back towards the A-bomb site. Device spotted by short B though, and that is a clean B bomb site. Hands tied for the remainder of NaVi. Surely there's nothing else for them to do.
Buzz.
They've got problems.
Yeah, man. Like, Buzz delivering again. He has been brilliant. And he's someone who you don't normally expect to step up like this. He was still finding his footing on Astralis. Looks like he's definitely found his footing here. Simple doing what he can, but he's just trying to save at this point. And that was even with Simple taking that initiative back on A-Long. He saw that A-Long was clear. He probably would have called to his teammates to be prepared on that B side of the map. But that one whiffed spray onto Device was really costly. If you win that fight, I think it's an entirely different round. Instead, it is 5-1 Astralis and pressure on NaVi early.
Do they overcompensate for these problems towards Monster, I wonder? There's the missed smoke. Seems we have a conclusion on the other side. So there'll be a bit less wild screaming in the hall for the time being. I'm sure Astralis can pick up the slack. Simple still with the AWP. Emma with the AK-47. A dangerous round for Astralis once again. They seem ready to deal with them though. Heavy focus towards that B-bomb site. NaVi have no challenge around their forward positions on Emma and JL. Simple towards long. How long do they stay here for? Oh, very quickly Astralis heading into that B-bomb site. Rotation will never come in time. Heading towards CT, towards the stairs are NaVi. But how much do they want to throw at this? No kit, they've got 4 players, yes. And indeed they will turn around. Didn't make sense to pursue really. They've got nothing to really do it with.
Perfect time for the pace change. Moving on to a site that is basically not even defended. And the idea there for NaVi was that Bit had a smoke and a molly, so they were hoping he could at least stall, right? They were hoping he would stop the Monster side of the push maybe and slow things down. They were hoping that would allow them to take that risky 4-man A stack. But they also probably just didn't expect Astralis to move so quickly in this round, considering the pace of play we've had so far. BlameF is literally 0-2, and they're winning 6-1. They don't even need one of their players, one of their best players, because Buzz is playing brilliantly. Calls look solid. And very importantly, Astralis look relaxed. And that is easier to do when you're winning. But at the same time, NaVi look much more intense. I mean, you can see it there on Simple.
Yeah, he's still delivering though. He still looks like a robot when he's getting some of these kills, which is great for NaVi, but it can't just be Simple.
I'm more just impressed at how relaxed some of these Astralis players look. For guys like Buzz, Stare, these aren't players that have a massive amount of experience, but clearly the team environment's good right now.
Buzz is 12 for 1, it's round 8, and Blamef is essentially a decoy, and that's fine. It's 6 to 1. He can be a decoy, living his best life, 0-0-2.
It's the life of a lurker sometimes. A massive 180R for Blamef.
Stonks.
All right, NaVi. This is the time they need to get something going, because otherwise this could get way too out of hand. Simple's been trying to take initiative. He's been landing shots, but his teammates have not been helping. That has to change. Information play again from NaVi. This time, Immer's far up A long, but Astralis ready to pounce on this B bomb site.
Buzz again. He's almost invincible, it feels like, as he finds the second on the B bomb site. Is this the round over? Certainly is now. Alexi B has no response either. Looks so easy. Doesn't feel like they're facing a NaVi on the CT side. Buzz is 14 for 1. This is outrageous.
This might be the map of his life. And we're only a few rounds in. That is now 6 opening kills for Buzz. Is that right? No, 5. Maybe 6, actually.
I can see Astralis just continuing to do this until NaVi stopped them from doing it.
Yeah, why not?
What reason is there to do something different?
I think at some point, Simple's just going to say, okay, I'm going to go B. I'm going to try and just get this kill onto Buzz. Yeah, it's 6 opening kills for Buzz in 8 rounds. When do you ever see that? Almost never is the answer. This young man could be about to pull Astralis to the Lanxess single-handedly if he can keep this up. And Bit just falling down. The flash is good enough. This is a shock to the system for NaVi, but they've got to get this figured out immediately.
1,000-yard stairs on the CT side.
I mean, at least they lost the bomb site so convincingly that they could save some guns and get a buy still in this one. And here's some initiative taken. Try and get Buzz out of there early. Borup arrives to assist. It's a 1-for-1 trade early.
But Buzz is still standing. That doesn't bode well. Stairs going to pick up the slack towards Monster. Can he find the same success? Buzz going through the smoke. Bit's ready for him. But the T's have encroached. They're all here. Bomb site cut in half. Bit falling to the flames. AK not necessary. Device caught by Simple. Maybe there's a chance for NaVi. Staring at 1 versus 3. Somehow still alive. Run into Monster. Blind earlier on. Oh, he's still moving as he fires a shot, I think. Either that or it's a haircut for Alexi B. Either way, a second round has been finally found by NaVi.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, that's a really important round to win. Just to show that you have resistance on that B site. Just to say to Astralis, okay, you can't just keep running that play. I like the switch up with a bit of B short aggression. That shot from Simple, again, he still looks dialed in. If they can figure out this B site defense, could definitely work out here for NaVi.
A lot of money for Astralis to spend. So it'll be unrelenting pressure for NaVi in the short term.
Ooh, nice. Imma just keeps playing forward on A long, mainly because he's not really being tested, so he wants to make the most of his spot, but he's here alone.
He's out there like a bear. Look at him.
Good trade from Device. Not easy to do that close range. Had to hit the shot, pressure on him, but here comes some monster aggression. Oh boy.
That's definitely going to get your heart racing a little faster. Great so far. Just be a good round for Blamef to find his first frag. It's a big swing from JL. NaVi maybe growing with confidence after a very difficult start to Overpass.
Ooh. Miss from Simple. That's fine. Get the misses out of the way here because they've won this round already. Yeah, Simple still looking solid. Got the kill onto Device there. I think that was in towards mid where Device went back. 19 seconds. Does BlameF give this a look, or is he looking for damage? I assume he's got a save at this point.
Yeah, he can drop for Stair, or anybody else, and they'll continue. Keep on keeping on. Now, as NaVi start to build rounds, we have seen Buzz head towards short B. Does he go back towards Monster? Once again, this is a highlight of Buzz and all the problems he's been causing NaVi in this game. What a great performance for him so far. Many rounds to come, but he has been a menace on this B bomb site.
So many of those look so similar. 14 kills for Buzz. BlameF still with 0. Not even needed right now, but he might be because NaVi is starting to win rounds, and here's some more initiative for them. Imma moves into Fountain. JL also moving up B short, but he decides to dip back at just the right time. Alexi was mollied off in connector, so couldn't help him. Alexi does decide to fall back, but Imma's going to continue to go forwards. The bomb is still in spawn, and they might not be ready for Imma here.
Oh, he's had the player in the playground as well. BlameF so smart, bouncing off the ceiling. Took the crosshair, sent the crosshair into the wrong direction for Imma. Nothing taken for granted there. That is so unfortunate for NaVi. That's got to be super frustrating if you're the CT on the end of that one. Stylish way for BlameF to join the scoreboard. Heading towards that 40-second mark once again. Buzz has been waiting for his opportunity, waiting for that green light towards Monster.
Simple has been trying to get so active, even there on the back of the Flames. But this time he's alone on the A site. He will finally be tested, or will he? Because the bomb is still back on B. They're faking A.
They're so good with the flashes as well. BlameF disengaging. Got to be careful. He's alone with the bomb. 20 seconds. Molly on short B. Trying to draw distraction, trying to draw attention. Bits here though, but he won't win that duel. JL, has he done enough? There's more coming his way pre-fight. He's got the shadows for days, and there isn't time for Stair to do this. Switching AK. Needs to win by elimination, won't be given the opportunity. Falls back with the one rifle. JL and short B was key there. A 2K round to Monster for the third. Still time for NaVi to build. Still money for Astralis to spend. Getting tighter though. Buzz on 3,500, Glil coming out, but there'll be plenty of AKs as well. Easy pre-fight for JL on the third. Sees the shadow. Fires before he even sees BlameF. Just runs into the bullets there.
So important. I'll break in the fourth wall for a second. Yeah, so important that these B players started to step up like that for NaVi. JL there, doing great work. Reinitiating on short a couple of times. And once he cut off that side of the push, he was ready to hold Monster. And as you pointed out, that shadow advantage, always nice. Well then, now that Buzz isn't getting entries in Monster every round, Astralis' T side isn't proving quite as easy for them.
3 in a row for NaVi. Again, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And they could finish this half in the lead. They could. Monster smoke deployed by Alexi B. NaVi moving forward around the A bomb site. That molly on T ramp can provide a nuisance for Astralis. Can slow their approach in the upper areas. Clearing connector to confirm there's no pinch of short B. Minute 20 for Astralis. making good inroads, clearing the map. NaVi holding on to a lot of utility for the time being. Playing far back on A now, after that initial presence with the mollies and such.
Yeah, and it's kind of the opposite story for Astralis with their lack of utility after going for the early map control. They still have that AWP of device. Buzz with some warning shots. Monster no longer the problem position that it was for NaVi earlier in the half, though. 45 seconds, Astralis still selling presence on both sides of the map, but Bit peeks into position and maybe spots some of those Astralis players a little far back there. NaVi still trying to play for information. They just flash peeked Monster. They saw it was clear, and so these A players might be ready here, but Simple misses the mark.
No one lurking on long for the CTs. Stare certainly is 5-on-4 now. 20 seconds to get on this bomb site. NaVi rotating though. IEM is in a strong position, just delaying them a little bit longer. JL, Alexi on the site. That's a monstrous headshot from Borup though. And the numbers are streaming in, but they've got to get that bomb planted and no one's here to stop them.
What an impressive round from Astralis. Coming into that A site. But Simple will be a little frustrated. He had the opportunity there in that first fight. If he wins it, maybe he falls back to the site. Maybe the hold has a better chance of succeeding when you've got two CTs working together. But NaVi, they had a good amount of information there. They had the right read as they rotated players up to A. It's just Astralis had enough players streaming into the site.
Sometimes you miss, but when you miss at this level, it can be critical. That occasion it certainly was. Astralis have been great with their flashes as well. Been really good on the flashbangs.
Yeah, they've had 5 flash assists in this half already. And I think that the issue with Simple going down there is that they've just got the B info. So if he was able to just stall for like 5 seconds more, the other NaVi players just probably get into a slightly better position. They can probably figure out their hold slightly better. But, you know, Simple's wanting to take fights, understandably. He wants to influence these rounds.
Towards the end,
rarely misses.
Towards the end, they only had flashes as well. If they have a late smoke on that A-bomb site, it could be a difference maker for them. But Astralis forced them to spend it all.
Big nade onto Bit at the start of the round. Meanwhile, Simple forced to retreat. IEM is currently in connector, and he may be trapped in this position now. Meanwhile, Astralis back to that monster aggression, but IEM moves up. I don't know if he spotted it. Meanwhile, Buzz back to his winning ways with these monster plays. Do Astralis want to commit any further? Maybe not. Device has the bomb right now. And JL is about to swing into him. Oh! Device wins the duel anyway.
Oh. Device is just too good. Falling apart for NaVi. Simple committing to the bomb site, trying to make it happen. The human cannon will be blind. Yet another flash from Astralis. Just making it as oppressive as possible. Yeah, he's trying to do it himself. But if his eyes are taken away, then what next? Guess who's back? Buzz, of course. 17 for 5.
Someone's clipping that.
Pistols for NaVi in round 14. Only 4 rounds to show for a difficult CT side of Overpass. And the Lanxess may be slipping away from them. Records were meant to be broken. Same for streaks.
That's something. IEM gets a kill and an AK. Alexi B will move aggressively into the short B tunnel, but the adjustment too good from BlameF. Deals with both of them. And Simple trying to be sneaky, but Buzz wise to his tricks. 20 kills for Buzz, and the half isn't even over. And for NaVi, I mean, listen, we said earlier, Simple has never missed making the Lanxess when he's had the chance. This game could be the first time he misses out on that opportunity, unless NaVi can start turning it round. No ult for Simple, no kit for NaVi into the last round of this first half. Emma aggressive again, trying to deny this side of the map. Molly just landed.
Oh,
he will be dealt with.
Man, he was so unlucky by some degree versus Blame, but Blame made him unlucky. The way he bounced off that roof. That's just great from Astralis. Again, the flashes are unreal from them. Blame here to trade and keep these CTs honest by Monster. You can see they're urgently trying to find something, get some kind of advantage, but Astralis are looking for that. They're waiting for that. And they're punishing that.
Easy hold for Device. Bomb left behind, but it will be recovered shortly. Stair is lurking his way onto A. Maybe a fight that Bit could win here. He does. And now he will see there's not much on A, but they're going to crunch on B. Alexi finds another frag, and all of a sudden, NaVi are back in this round.
He's got an incendiary. He could pop on the bomb site as well. Bit swinging. Surely he's been seen by Borup. Molly is on the way. Has it made the mark? Not quite. Where is Blame, though? He's always coming in from the back. Quickscope situation for Alexi. There is the quickscope. 1v2 for Borup. No flash, just a smoke. Alexi jump peeking. Borup considering hiding. Bit making his way through. A free kill for Borup. 1v1! No mercy shown by Astralis. 5 rounds away from the Lanxess at halftime. Is there anything left in the tank for NaVi?
know how it's come to this. I don't know how I could risk.
Stages do not get bigger than this.
After such a slog of a series, after a strong scoreline in the second game, is there anything left? Is there any steam left for NaVi in this game of Overpass? Dominated by Buzz, crushed by Astralis in this first half, a place at Lanxess that Astralis are 5 rounds away from. Regardless of who wins, we want to see a competitive deciding map. That has not been the case just yet.
20 kills for Buzz and 8 opening frags. That impact is unspeakable. But now NaVi need the pistol. P250 given to Simple, the talisman, the main man for NaVi. Can he win them this one? Shots going off, but device just takes damage. No headshot connected. And Astralis will decide to drop back after seeing that P250. They know how powerful that can be at long range. Not a bad position for the Doolies to get into on B short. Borat decides to tuck back though, would rather play with his teammates. What does this utility look like for NaVi? They've got a few flashes, a smoke and a molly, but Borat should be hearing these steps and swings at just the right time. The utility denied.
Big problems for NaVi. Astralis want problems. Oh, look at that position. That is so rough to deal with. The anti-rotation angle instead gets a quick one-tap. Slipping away from NaVi. Bit by bit, no pun intended. Jalen Bit moving to the site. They've got a lot of work to do.
Even the bomb plant's big.
If they can make it. It's going to feel like an eternity, that bomb plant.
Where is the bomb plant?
No, they've cancelled it. They've gone for the truck. Oh, JL. Great start, but a horrible finish. A disastrous pistol round. You have to wonder if they had any idea where that pistol frag came from. Damn, we in the club?
I don't know. I mean, I
Is that
think
what it's like in the
ready.
club? I assume that's what it's like in the club. You know better than I do. But I do wonder if they know where that party frag even came from to go for the default plant in that scenario. Obviously, they had to cancel it and try and plant for the truck. Why not the truck in the first place?
Yeah.
Maybe it's hard. Obviously, it's harder to defend it from there, especially with low numbers. They must have had no idea where the headshot came from. Man, Playmeth's looking to get turned. Oh dear. This is just very deflating. Again, he just wanted to be competitive, and Simple will try his damnedest with the Desert Eagle once again. 1 HP in a dream, but that dream feels far away for NaVi.
Ooh. Rifle dropped. Now this round is really doable. M4 recovered. Simple with that dig always seems to find a way to make the round competitive, but now he's on 1 health. It's his teammates' turn to make sure they can make something of this round.
It's round 17, and I feel like at least half of Simple's kills in this game have been with a Desert Eagle. And that's desperate.
Oh.
You don't want it to be desperate on a deciding map. You want it to be close, but Astralis are just getting further and further away.
Who else but Buzz to deny the M4 as well? Gets both of those kills. Rifle no longer recoverable. It is 2 Glocks. It's not a pretty sight for NaVi. This is a game that Buzz is not going to forget, ever. 24-6. He might be the first man to make sure that Simple doesn't make it to the Lanxess. 25 kills now, and Buzz
Baboons!
is excited about it. I'm with you on that one. This is it for NaVi. Their first half was so bad, they've left themselves with such little breathing room that if they lose this gun round, they are very close to being eliminated from IEM Cologne. One final spot in the playoffs available. Astralis looking very likely to take that right now. What do NaVi have left in the tank?
For a player as young as Buzz, to make it to Lanxess in this fashion, the playoffs of Cologne, hallowed lands in Counter-Strike. Would be a lifetime memory just at the beginning for him. 3 players remain with util for NaVi. 1:20 on the clock. Such a struggle on Ancient. So much worse now.
Well, we know that NaVi like to take their time from previous maps. Overpass, the slowest paced map in the pool. You can try and push and pull the defense. Sometimes you need to slowly take that map control towards A first. You don't want to lose control of B either, so JL will hang around, some covering fire in Monster, while the rest of the team group to A. And question is, are they ready for the AWP of Device?
Blame's got that late smoke for the A bomb site as well. We'll see how he chooses to use it, should it come. As JL starts to go fishing, doesn't quite make the connection there. Blame is dropped, and that smoke won't get used. Device is gone as well. Things speeding up now, 20 seconds. Don't forget about the bomb plant. Often nervous territory in this series, but it might be okay this time. What's the play then for Astralis? Such a problem with flashes, but there's no util for them here. Bore up 20 HP and the only kit. Big presence in bank for NaVi, and Astralis will play it conservatively. Hold on to what they have. Quietly move away. Try to limit their variance. Don't take their advantages for granted in terms of the scoreline. Try to have as many rifle rounds as possible.
JL's presence on B was really nice there. I think you saw Blame F start to go aggressive over towards A. See where he dies on the mini-map. He's pushed all the way up towards Banana. Was looking for information of his own. Was looking maybe to flank. But instead, he gets found out here on that aggressive play. They beat his smoke. And that means that Device on the site is also the next domino to fall right behind him without any support remaining. You gotta remember, both of these teams already played a best of 3 earlier in the day. Astralis beat Mouse 2-0, NaVi beat FaZe 2-0. That was just to get to this point. Group B stacked with so many big names. But now NaVi are fully focused on what would be a monstrous comeback.
The gauntlet run for all concerned. Oh man, that's great for NaVi. But even if they break the money of Astralis, their lead is such that every round is going to be very, very dangerous. Be it pistols, your Deagle, a 5-7, whatever it is. This is going to be a very testing comeback attempt for NaVi.
I like this from Astralis though. Take a gamble. Stack this B site fully. Worst case scenario, you save the guns for the next. Best case scenario, NaVi run right into you. And there's a very real chance that could happen.
With that pop flash, seeing nothing short B, nothing in connected with the door blown off. Can they hold their positions? Device will go towards A and see nothing as well.
Buzz's counter smoke will be big here. That can really stall them as they enter this site.
Imma's in the party position, looking to cut off the rotation with their extra man. But they need to deal with a lot of positions on this B-bomb site, and we have seen this go wrong more than once for NaVi. LXCB with a great angle, but there's so much spray coming towards that bomb site. Blameth and Buzz starting to activate now. Bomb's just about getting planted, but Buzz is on B, and that means trouble for NaVi. The lurker, Imma, came from party. Playing rotation before they secure the site. Has so much work to do now. 2 more to go. AKs for all concerned. There is a flash for Buzz. Imma, can he actually do this? He's going to touch the bomb, Buzz. He's standing on that bomb. Not defusing just yet. Holding a kit. Now just touching the bomb, Imma, a non-believer. Buzz creeping forward, and I think he's got time to do this. Buzz! 3 kills in the round, and the defuse forces Astralis forward.
Buzz
28 for 6 against NaVi.
He can do no wrong right now. He is dragging Astralis through to the playoffs, and Simple shaking his head because he knows how hard this will be from this point. That counter smoke makes things so awkward for NaVi. You see them get stalled. It also helps Buzz get into that position in the first place. NaVi try and desperately push the smoke. They get confused in all the chaos, but Buzz remains calm. This man is announcing his presence on the world stage right now. And NaVi are going to have some issues in their buy. Blade wants to talk to the team. Going to need a hell of a encouragement at this point for NaVi to get back into this.
Literally game of his life. 28 for 6. The amount of times he has been left standing is absurd. It's round 20. Not the only one either. Stare. Just 6 deaths. It's all going wrong for NaVi.
Buzz heard about the hype behind the Simple versus Device matchup and said, screw that. I'm here. I'm showing you what the new generation is all about. Buy from NaVi, a little uncomfortable. 2 players on pistols. Stare with this MP9 committed. They're spamming. Oh, awkward jump from Stare. That means JL will find him. Imma with a kill elsewhere. Massive frags for NaVi. They need this round, and they look good to get it.
We've seen so much of that today from 3, maybe 4 different players. Bouncing at times where they don't want to. Spacebar Master Race stand up. Again, it doesn't matter the round. Whether they win this one or not, every round is going to be hyper dangerous. And now it's even worse with Astralis on 14. NaVi trailing by 9. Oh dear. It's a 5-on-3. It's a 5-on-3. There's 40 seconds left. We've got Imma creeping on long.
This is a great spot for Buzz, though.
Ooh.
Oh, he lets him go by, and the bomb is on the short side. If he flanks, he could get this.
Down towards B, though. The bomb's rotated already. And Alexi B's on that B bomb site. Smoke will be sorted out. 23 seconds left. We know the CT's on there, but do they?
Yeah. They figured it out. You still get scared. There may have been an opportunity there, but Buzz denied on this occasion. And so NaVi will have their 6th. Still doesn't sound great. Just 6 rounds. But hopefully they're not thinking about that right now. Just got to take it 1 round at a time, as you always hear them talking about. Flash from Alexi looks good. Device elsewhere lands his shot. Borup's tucked into long bathrooms. I don't know if NaVi want to commit too much more here. Their own money is a consideration. A Simple will deny 1 more, and that makes a nice difference. Still the AWP in the hands of Device, though. We know what he's capable of on this map.
Good encouragement for NaVi. Trying to keep the energy up in the team. Very important as well. Props to JL for that. But they know that in their minds, they know how far behind they are. And everything seems to be going wrong for NaVi, even the util.
Yeah, they do know. But I think at the same time, if I were NaVi, my main thought right now would be, if we do start coming back, if we start winning just a few more rounds, Astralis themselves are going to start feeling the pressure. Like when you're at 14 like this and you have such a big lead, if it gets to 14-10, 14-11, that is stress on Astralis' back. So that would be my main aim right now.
Always feels like when the team behind gets to that double figure mark of 10,
that's when it gets real.
Something changes. But then when it gets to like 12 or 13, then you win that round you need. Hero sniper for Device and plenty of Desert Eagles. And again, this is what I'm talking about. All of these rounds, doesn't matter what the configuration is for Astralis. If they buy anything that's not a USP, be it a grenade, pistol, they've got bad intentions behind it. And they have found multiple ways for these rounds, these less than ideal rounds, to be effective. Had a fair amount of mileage in this series. 28 for 7 is Buzz. No one is close.
What a start from Device. Great shot onto Emma. Now that AWP will try and stay active, rotating down to B. He knows he's the main weapon that Astralis have in this round. And he's going to arrive back in time if they commit. Borup just turns away as JL spots him. That's the kill, but again, an AWP from Device still here. Surely there's utility to deny him, though.
Simple still lurking. Meaning we might have a 3-on-4 for NaVi on the B bomb site with an AWP lurking. And that scares me. Oh boy, seen Bit through the wall now. It's a great response from Bit though. Simple starting to flank. Great confidence in the squad. They believe in each other. Looking to take everything away. Stairs stuck in the corner for now. Deagle still lurking. I think the worst is over in this one for NaVi though, but boy, they're so scary these rounds.
Looks like we may have lost one man on the server. Hopefully that can get sorted. Simple.
No, please don't do this. Oh, he almost went sideways, man. I love the confidence though. That's why he's Simple. See if he can find the AWP as well. Probably not. The guts to do that at this stage. I think he just needs to do it to be him. And props for that. There'll be a tech pause for the time being. Headsets off, so I won't talk about the economy and such, but NaVi is still in this one. Yeah, every round feels like a struggle, and they are at half the score of their opponent. If Buzz is sideways and he doesn't get the backstab there, one can only imagine.
I mean, when you're having a game like Buzz, you just smile at that. You just laugh it off. Ah, okay, you can have that one. I'll just take all the other rounds I've won to the bank. Good to see Simple, though. You know, still taking the plays you expect from him, right? Definitely want to see that if NaVi have a chance in this comeback. And we are back live. We do have 5 players on the server.
We've got 10 players on the server, actually.
Yeah, sorry. 5 players would be too few. 5 players on both teams.
That'd be colossal problems if there were just 5 players. But anyway, Emma will spot a number of players coming his way. There's a fair chance he loses at AK-47. Great flash for Alexi B, though. Give him some protection. Nice burst as well. Some target practice, some confidence building. Bomb making its way safely towards that B bomb site. 2 versus 4. All right. And they're out of there. Taking the rifle away. Weapon disposal services here.
Master Juggler is Simple. Well then, at what point does this start to get scary if you are Astralis?
Not for a while.
Not yet. But round by round, NaVi doing what they can here. 14-5 was the peak scoreline for Astralis. We'll keep that in mind in case this comeback continues. But I think we're waiting for the proper gun rounds from Astralis, and then maybe we can start to judge.
What would it mean for Astralis to have a victory like this over NaVi, with Buzz having a performance like this to make it to Lanxess?
Yeah, that would be massive for this lineup, because Astralis have really struggled in the last year or so. Last couple of years, maybe. They haven't been a team contesting for trophies. They haven't made playoffs enough of the time. Maybe occasionally, but it would really prove that this system, this new lineup, is worth sticking with. As for NaVi, we were praising them earlier in their win against FaZe for how quickly they've been able to put the pieces together. Maybe this is an example of some of the growing pains they're going to have with a new in-game leader, a new look squad, international for the first time. This is the gun round Astralis have been waiting for. AWP for Device. Rifles across the board. Device and Blame F, a deadly combo up on A. While the other three players play down on B. Already trying to target Buzz with those nades.
If NaVi were to mount a comeback and bring it back, it would at the very least show that they can overcome the sheer stress of the situation.
The Flash just got bought by the train!
Oh my god. They're still in a good situation though. They've got a 4-on-3 despite that train blocking. How many things have gone wrong for NaVi? That's crazy. Still at their advantage though, 45 seconds, they have time. More than one flash also. BlameF looking for info towards long. They need to make a play somewhere to find out where they should be headed. But do NaVi make it late again? Smoke on the balcony. Device has made his way towards A. Buzz is retracted as well. Money is desperately low for Astralis. 15 seconds. They're not on the bomb site. No one's on the bomb site as we head to the 10-second mark. But they have done the job. They forced Astralis away. Even with the deficit. It's awesome to watch. But I can barely keep my eyes open with how low this clock is.
Yeah, it's always concerning, right? Because you continue to get it right. You continue to make the right reads. It looks good. It looks fine. But all it takes is for you to get it wrong one time and you run into the stack late and suddenly your man advantage means nothing.
If that last smoke is maybe in the hands of a B player rather than Blame, then who knows? But it wasn't. And NaVi moved to 9.
I'd be hunting pretty aggressively here if I were NaVi. Simple's up to 10k. Astralis is so close to winning, you might as well try and deny, and Simple gets one more man out of there, and that makes a difference. If you survive with 3 on that CT side, it's much easier to manage a buy. You can drop a couple of guns over, you can maybe squeeze one out, but for Astralis now, I think the safer approach would just be to half buy here, around those 2 guns saved. And it looks like they agree with me. Pistols alongside an AWP for Device, a rifle for Blame F. The 2 normal stars for Astralis.
This could still be enough for Astralis, but it is worth noting as well. NaVi have won 5 of the last 6.
Ooh.
And again, the mixed bag, the weaknesses can be overcome by Astralis. CT side, they've got the smarts. 2 Deagles, a 5-7. A rotating AWP.
I like that from Blame F falling back there. Man advantage already. Don't need to risk sticking around and giving away your rifle. Now you can play back on the site and force NaVi to feel the pressure. Device so close to the kill. Both players tagged down low.
So expensive as well to find out where Device is. Costs you on utility and flash to do it the same way. Oh, there's a traffic for NaVi. This is looking so bad for them. Imma and Alexi are so tagged, and they've got no kills in the round just yet. 2 on 5, make it 1. Again for NaVi. Another disaster striking. They get nothing from that one. Match point for Astralis. 1 round away from Lanxess.
And you can see that they know that too. And Simple had head in hands immediately after that round loss. This was Device, just switching things up slightly on the boost. And then Blame F steps out wide. They don't do enough to deny that close position. It ends up looking like a convincing round win for Astralis. And Simple could be facing not being in the Lanxess for the first time. Unless NaVi can turn it around soon.
That's worst case scenario, man. Especially when with a round like that. Orb gets a quick kill, disappears. Flash him off the angle and monster, still tags your teammate. Don't finish off the job. And the cards keep collapsing afterwards, but they've got the money to withstand it. They no longer have the rounds to withstand Any more advantages for Astralis? Oof. They've got 6 chances at the Laxess, but Simple is still ready.
Yeah, Astralis committed heavily into utility there to try and deny Simple from getting into that position. That's why Device is pretty confident pushing up A long. But Simple ran through the flames, took a lot of damage for it, but it got him into that unexpected position for the opener.
Career-defining performance for Buzz, maybe. We'll have to see as time passes, but what a time to come alive. Something so important on the line. Was that scope heard by Emma? AWP is still in play for Astralis. Moving forward towards the bogs. Rotating that barrel, and there is the lurker dropped. What do they make of this, though? Because the bomb's heading towards long. Now that AWP could post up in that direction. They may be reading that as a solo lurker, though. Oh, Simple had to be quick on that one. He isn't carrying the bomb. They haven't seen it. In the meantime, JL makes his way towards B, but Borup, oh, the timing works out. That's exactly what NaVi needed. Showing enough skin to spot Stair's position and still standing as well. Stair going back to the well. Flashes were coming in for support. He hasn't conceded entirely. Again, the clock becomes urgent. 15 seconds. Stair falling back. Very costly indeed. 10 seconds to get this bomb planted. Alexi still making his way to the site. Really running this clock down. But is there anything left for Astralis to do?
Doesn't look like it. No smoke for heaven is always scary when you're entering the B site with such little time. But the AWP wasn't there, the rifles were instead, and that makes it a little more difficult at that range to get kills so quickly. So NaVi hold on.
Buzz has been on a cusp of 30 for a while. I do wonder if he will reach that with an impact frag later on. He'll have to wait though. NaVi have got to take this one round at a time. Holding on to the AWP then is Buzz. Oh, that's a very nice flick. All right then. There's the 30. Tried to set that story up. Cancel that one. One round at a time for NaVi. One round at a time. Third timeout called by Astralis. Again, trying to shut them down early. But once more, Astralis will pull out the buy. The big rifles will be here.
Got to give credit to NaVi in that round for some of the bold plays they made. Not just shrinking under the circumstances. Simple goes through the molly to get that first kill. And then JL taking a big risk by walking into B, but it worked out beautifully as he snuck up on Borup.
He's still got time to stare at the camera. He's in a good mood at least. We've seen a lot of face palming on the NaVi side, but there is still personality, and that's important. Alexi B and Bit still on the single digits in the fragging column. And there's still time to make an impact when it really counts. Alexi B sending it. Stair's got a great angle, but Alexi's looking for it, and that's him on 10. Blame there falling to the barbecue. Promising start for NaVi.
It's another round where Astralis lose players so early on that they might be forced into taking a risk here. There have been too many rounds like this for Astralis where they go down pretty heavily, pretty early on. What is the response from the Danes? Is there any way back into this round? Because otherwise it is starting to get a little close on the comeback.
Let's not forget that back and forth on Ancient from yesterday. Ooh. JL still showing presence in the meantime. The A-bomb site will be uncontested. Astralis already surrounded though. Still, Simple coming their way. Does he read? That's not Device. He may have spotted him now.
Caught off guard. But again, Astralis have to give up on the round. NaVi figure it out in the mid-round. This T side is slowly finding its way in. A lot of pretty good reads in the mid-round from NaVi, finding empty bomb sites, but I think most importantly, finding a lot of early advantages. You just wonder whether Astralis will try and stop that from happening in the future. 15-11 starts to feel a little real now for Astralis after a 14-5 lead previously.
1 round at a time. That's the focus. Outside of the pistol and the conversion, it's 2 rounds for Astralis in this half. Some of these round losses have been brutal for NaVi, but they are still standing. They are still getting back up. But they cannot be sent to the floor once again. French gun for Buzz. M4s for the remainder, or for Device. They go again. 4 chances. First molly misses. Big flashbang eaten. Grenade avoided.
Not a bad nade. Alexi taking even more damage. Down to 34. Oh, Alexi so close to death. Instantly moves behind the wall. He actually moves back up and he is going to be alive in connector, but barely. By the scruff of his neck. Every round could be NaVi's last of IEM Cologne 2023. Nade at the ready. It's good. Stair chunk down to half. Do NaVi commit to something earlier in this round? It's been so many late round plays, but they're grouped to B. Astralis might not expect this pace.
But will NaVi expect all these CTs to be on this side of the bomb site? Does it matter? Apparently not. JL's got the kill. Stair's got much to do on his lonesome. That is the take off the B bomb site then. 1 round at a time.
JL's been stepping up with a couple of important plays here. If they go down in Monster, if JL doesn't get that double kill, that round could have fallen apart so easily. You can so easily envisage a world in which Astralis just get them choked out of Monster and then just eliminate NaVi right there, but not yet. NaVi, hold on. A 12th round now. Ooh, and Astralis always going to be tested on these save attempts. NaVi can throw bodies at this. Their money doesn't matter that much at this point. It's all about trying to deny Astralis. Looks like Device and BlameF will be allowed to save, though. And Device has pretty good money. I think Astralis can still get a buy here.
Yeah, they're just getting rifle round after rifle round. They're giving themselves the best position. They only need to be right once. 3 chances now for Astralis. They only need to be right once.
It's the first round that Buzz lost an opening duel on this map after getting 8 opening kills himself.
Great transfer.
Yeah, great work from JL, really.
Last timeout for NaVi concludes now. One round at a time for NaVi. 3 chances for Astralis. Ancient was a slog. The whole day's been a slog for these teams to fight to get to this point. The job's not done yet for either squad. NaVi fighting for overtime.
What is the focus early from Astralis? They've been losing players in the early portions of these rounds.
I feel like Buzz has cooled off quite a bit.
He has. Device has been picking it up though. 21 kills for him now, slowly but surely. Rising on the kill count. I really like this from Astralis. This is a round where they're just sitting back. It is pretty passive, but we've seen NaVi have issues in some of these rounds when the clock's running low. They haven't found their entry. maybe Astralis can try and rely on that time pressure. That was a T-side lurk smoke out monster.
Keep an eye on blame smoke here on the A-bomb site. That could be quite important, especially if the Vice gets a kill here. That's a great advantage. Big trade from Simple though. Won't be the time pressure that it might otherwise be though. Blame F going to long. Maybe detected. Emma trying to drop him. And now there are big problems. It's an important frag for Alexi. But how long can he last for? Trying to control the space. There goes forward. Down goes the bomb. JL in the clutch. 1-on-3 then. Denied! Astralis make it to Lanxess! And they send NaVi home.
And look at what it means to him. The release after so many rounds go against them after NaVi start the comeback. But it was all Astralis.